is Tryouts. I'm Miss Rivers.
And I'm Morgan.
Yes! Now, may I have a minute? Morgan, you've had an hour, and you asked to go last, and I hope that's because you want me to think I saved the best for last.
Of course, that's what I want you to think.
Well then, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm almost ready.
Are you nervous?
Oh, a little. You see, I really want to part in this musical. It's my all-time favorite. My family has a tradition every year around the Christmas holidays where me and my cousins act out some of the scenes in front of the adults. So, I've got it all down.
That's great.
I've even got the boys' choirs down. So, if you need to play a boy, I can.
Well, Morgan, there's many female roles in the musical, so if you can stay in tune, maybe you'll get a part.
Good, but let me just say, I'd rather be a kid than a nun. The nuns are important and all, but I just don't think I'd look good as one. Whatever you think will be fine.
With all that confidence, have you thought of the lead?
Oh my gosh, I love to have a part of Maria. Who wouldn't?
Well, let's see if I saved the best for last.
We did.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Do you care what song I sing?
Nope.
No preference?
Just some time today, please.
And one more thing.
What?
I sing in the shower.
That's not gonna help you get a role in the musical.
No, I mean I sing only in the shower. I'm not sure if I'm good or not because, well, I don't sing in front of other people. Except my relatives during Christmas time. I'm just not sure.
Not sure.
I'm not sure how I sound in real life, you know?
Not really.
Like on American Idol.
I don't watch American Idol.
Okay, so these people walk into the room with all the confidence in the world, saying that they are the best singers in the world, but then they sound completely horrible. And the judges start laughing at them, thinking, what was that person thinking? And the judges try to be nice, but it's hard to be nice when you sound completely horrendous. And I just don't want to be that person being laughed at. Who didn't have a clue, you know?
Not really.
And one more thing.
What?
I've never been in a choir.
That won't be an issue.
And I can't read music.
Not a requirement.
Good.
Okay. Any song from The Sound of Music.
Okay. So maybe you'll think I'm a natural, a voice of an angel, a talent waiting to be discovered, or you think I'm bad.
Let's find out. No.
Wait, let me try a different song. I was nervous. I am thinking I'm not
No. No.
Happy birthday!
No.
But,
No.
but I'm not good?
No.
Not the best singer you've ever heard?
No.
The worst singer?
Yes.
What?
Well, there's many non-singing roles in the musical.
In a musical?
Yeah, you could be a non-singing nun.
A non-singing nun in a musical?
Well, you can move your lips like you're talking, but just not say anything.
Yes. You want me to do this?
Yeah, you finally got something right.
So you're telling me I have to run out and tell my friends and family that I get the part of a non-singing nun?
I mean, yeah, but like, you can just tell them you got a role.
Are you sure I can have the part of Maria?
I'm sure.
But what if you had someone else who could actually sing behind the curtains and I could do the non-singing nun part you want me to do?
I already have my Maria, and you're in the musical, you just don't sing.
Great.
But I mean, I guess you'll do good with your acting skills.
Thanks, I guess.
Congratulations, you're one of the nuns.
Miss Rivers,
Yes, Morgan?
am I the only non-singing nun?
You are.
Well, I guess I know the truth now.
What truth?
I need to keep my singing in the shower.
She Made a Monster by Lynn Fulton. 200 years ago, on a wild, stormy night, in a beautiful house on the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland, a young woman named Mary sat at her dressing table. She and her friends were staying in the house of Lord Byron, a famous English poet. Mary wanted to become a writer. All around her she felt the power of words, and that one day she too would write something important, something that would hit the world like a bolt of lightning. But for now, she only wanted to write a ghost story. It had all begun when the friends had read aloud from a book of frightening tales. "We shall each write a ghost story. In a week we will see who has written the best one," Lord Byron had declared. The week would be up tomorrow. The men had already finished their stories, tales of bloodthirsty vampires and vengeful ghosts. Yet, try as she might, Mary found no way to begin her story. She could hear her friends talking about the latest science experiments. A voice thundered up the stairs. "Electricity," he was saying. "Galvani used it to make a dead frog kick its legs." Dashing back to her room, Mary felt a shiver creep over her. To erase the terrible image from her mind, Mary opened her locket with the tiny portrait of her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft. She was an author herself. Mary read everything her mother had written. Stirring words about democracy and the rights of women. Words that sparked courage and inspiration in many, but anger and outrage in many others. Women the equals of men. What a monstrous thought, people had said. Mary snapped her locket shut. She wanted to prove that a woman's writing could be just as important as men. Thunder rumbled in the distance, and Mary watched the wax strip down her candle. The night was passing, and she still didn't have a story. Downstairs, the men's voices grew louder and more excited. To give life to lifeless matter will be the ultimate triumph. She thought of ghosts and vampires. She thought of monsters. Wouldn't it be terrifying to see such a creature, she mused, or perhaps more terrifying to be such a creature? Mary got into bed and stared up into the darkness. She closed her eyes to the burst of lightning, but she did not sleep. Instead, as if in a dream, she saw a huge form lying on a table. It was a man, yet not a man. It had a hideous, scarred face. She saw a young student bending over the form. He had achieved his ambition. He had discovered nature's secret and given life to the creature on the table. But now he was afraid. He covered his face in his hand and ran away, hoping the ember of life he had sparked would soon die out. And suddenly, lying in her bed with the curtains shut, Mary felt as if she were the young creator. She felt as if she'd run from her room, trying not to think of the terrible creature she created, trying not to think of it coming to find her. She trembled as she imagined a hand, huge, gray, and twisted, peering through the bed curtains. She saw the curtains part. The creature stared down at her with bulging yellow eyes. What did it want from her? Mary gasped and sat up in bed. She ripped open the bed curtains and recognized her own room in the moonlight. There was no monster. There was only her imagination. Her heart pounded, but she was happy. She had found a story. It is a story that lingers in the minds of many today. A story called Frankenstein.
Hello.
Good morning.
Would you like to see a menu?
No, thank you. I know exactly what I want.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Regular or decaf?
Regular.
White or black?
White.
Whole skim, tuple, or milk?
Milk.
Sugar?
Artificial sweetener, please.
Liquid or powder?
Liquid. You have liquid sweetener, right?
Yeah, we have liquid, so you know. And now to eat?
I'll take a cold bowl of cereal.
What kind of cereal?
Just bring me anything. It doesn't matter.
Well, my job is not to give you just cereal. Your job is to tell me what you want, and my job is to solve you, not to get what you want, or not guessing what you want.
Fine then. Tell me what all you have.
Okay. Right, we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Kellogg's, Motor Meal, Chocolate Square, and Bran.
I guess if you're gonna eat healthy, you better take bran, right?
Well, if you're gonna eat healthy, you might as well know about all the nutritional facts in it. I mean, those 3 different types of brands.
Alright. Tell me about the different
Alright,
brands.
we'll start with the dietary fiber. That's what people eat bran mostly for. So we have real bran, total bran, and extra bran. Your real bran has 12 grams of dietary fiber, while your total bran has 9 grams, and your extra bran has 7.
Well, that settles it for sure. I know what I want.
Hold it. If you're gonna eat healthy, shouldn't you know about the sugar too?
Alright, tell me about the sugars.
Okay, so your extra brand has 12 grams of sugar, your total brand has 11 grams of sugar, and your real brand only has 6. But let me tell you something. Everybody that orders the real brand, I always see them putting a little tablespoon of sugar in it, and once you do that, you're right up there with the real brand, the total brand, and the extra brand.
Fine then. That settles it for sure.
Wait, what do you know about the sodium too?
Tell me about the sodium.
Okay, so your extra brand and your total brand both have 210 milligrams of sodium, while your real brand only has 190.
You know what? I've had enough of this cereal stuff. Just bring me an egg.
Okay, how would you like the egg? Would you like it oval up, down, poached, boiled, or scrambled?
I'll take it poached. Now, scrambled. Yeah, scrambled.
And would you like white toast, wheat toast, white toast, sourdough? What kind of toast would you like?
I don't need any toast. That's okay.
Okay, I'll be back with the coffee in a minute.
Alright.
Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with a bitterness lies, you may drown me in the very depth, but still, like dust, I'll arise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset the loom? Because I walk through wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high. Still, I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakness by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't take it really hard, 'cause you laugh like a gold mine sticking in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I'll rise. Up from a past that's written in pain, I'll rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling. I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I'll rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I'll rise, bringing the gifts of my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. I'll rise. I'll rise. I'll rise.
And the entire audience is completely drenched.
Oh man, wow.
Needless to say, that was the last time I ever went to SeaWorld.
Well, I gotta tell you, Ben, everything looks great. SAT and GPA high above our school's average.
Well, this is such a great university, and I'd be honored to attend.
Hey, we'd be glad to have you. You applying to other schools?
Nope, just here.
Okay, great.
So,
Yes?
I'm in then?
Well, no, I mean, not yet. I can't officially to pass this on to my supervisor, and it's quite a process, you know.
Don't leave.
What?
Stay, won't you?
Is there a problem?
That depends on you. For reasons I can't entirely explain, it's vital that I attend this university.
Well, I'm sorry. I just can't do that for you right now.
There are forces at play here, my friend, forces I cannot possibly comprehend. You don't be the one responsible for the loss of a life, do you?
Of course not, but how is me letting you in today going to save lives?
The world is a series of connections and planets. This decision will be the most important one you'll ever make.
Ben, you're being incredibly vague, and besides, it's not as simple as me just letting you in.
An oral agreement is legally binding in this state, so in fact it is that simple.
Look, what I can tell you is that it's practically a done deal. I'm going to give you a great recommendation with your stats.
That's not what I'm asking for.
But, man, let's not ruin what was a great interview by...
I'm not leaving until I get my answer.
Well, you're going to have to, because I'm not a potential student coming in at 1.
No, you don't. You're going to call cancel this morning. You don't have another meeting till Miles Vasquez at 4:45.
Did you hack my ammo or something? Okay, I don't know how this happened here, but I'm gonna have to call security. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Phone troubles? Doors locked and we're 10 stories up, so the windows won't be a very safe option either.
Alright, who are you?
My name is but a label, and I have many labels, but that's not important. What's important is I'm hearing exactly what I'm hoping to hear.
Ben, please, an acceptance from me would be meaningless.
Then there's no reason not to say it.
Oh yeah. Ben, it's just that what if I could? It's just, what happened to the lights?
Circuits break all the time.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing this, you're doing this, and we can all go away with 3 little words.
What it won't?
Those aren't the words, just say it, just say it.
Okay, you've been accepted, you'll be enrolled in the fall semester.
Oh man, that's great. I can't tell you, I gotta call my mom. Hello?
Yes, sweetie.
I made it into college.
Oh, that's great. You're so dumb, I didn't even think you were gonna make it into doggy college. That's depressing.
Last night, I had the most interesting dream. In it, I was 6 years old in the National Spelling Bee. Genius complex words like serendipity and duodenum, all spelling them right up to the last round where that one word gave me the victory. Spellmaster cleared his throat and said, "Young man, your word is father." The crowd began to chatter amongst themselves of the simplicity of the word. I stood up straight, licked my lips, and began. Father. M-O-T-H-E-R. Father. The spellmaster looked at me, then looked at his card, and said, "I'm sorry, but you're incorrect." Wait, I see, you must not understand. You see, my father's sitting right there in the audience. Excuse me? I'm sorry, but you're incorrect. Well, you can save your apologies, because you must mean incorrect within the parameter. You see, obviously you haven't grown up where menstrual men stroll around on bikes and balance their 2 menstrual drops and menstrual kids. It looks something like this. They're phone on the shoulder, cleaning with their one leg, cooking with their other arm, and tying their shoelaces with their teeth. Young fathers who make this mistake aren't perfect, but one mistake they'll never make is abandoning their seed. You see, fathers are master gardeners. They tend every leaf, placing us into windows of opportunity so we can lean towards the sun. We should never forget that the sky's the limit. You didn't want deadbeat, sir, but if you want deadbeat, here it is. Father, DAD, POPS if you like the slang. So whatever Webster says means nothing, because I will always love her.
Hey Bingo, what are you doing?
Nothing, just flossing.
Do you want to play Granny's? We can visit the shop.
Sure, do they still floss?
No, I don't think Granny's floss.
Yes, they do. Here come the grannies. This episode of Bluey is called Grannies.
Make sure you pick up some beans for dinner, Rita.
What was that, Granny?
The shop's closed, Rita.
Pardon?
I said the shop's closed.
Where are the beans? I couldn't find any baked beans.
What have you got there?
Oh, nothing, dearie.
Hey, you have to pay for those beans. Run, Rita.
I've slipped on the beans.
Bingo, you have to play properly. You can only do what Grannies do, and Grannies don't floss.
Yes, they do.
Mom, who's right, me or Bingo? Go ask your father.
Hello.
Turn on the TV, Rita.
Okay, Janet. What are you kids doing?
Oh, it's that show about the big blue baboon.
Baboon? Change the channel, Janet.
Bingo, stop it. You have to play properly and Grannies don't floss.
Yes, they do.
Dad, who's right, me or Bingo?
What are you kids on about?
We want to know, do grannies floss?
How should I know? Go ask your nana.
Right. Nana!
Ah, girls.
Nana, we want to know, can you floss?
Oh, yes, bingo. I floss every night.
No, not your teeth. The flossing dance, this one.
Oh, I don't know. I'll give it a go.
Bingo, look at this.
Oh, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Grannies can floss. Yay!
Thank you.